Well, good morning, friends. Mike here. It's April the 14th. Beautiful morning. 59 degrees outside. It's going to be a nice, pleasant 80 degrees. Had a little cool front come in. That's what we call it. As long as it's not 97, we're fine. Today, I want to just show you this chart. It's the Zone 8 Central Texas growing season. And we'll zoom in here in a minute, and I want to just show you the season that we have. The average last frost, the beginning of the first frost. Here in Central Texas, we've got 2 growing seasons. 9 months out of the year, we've got crops in the ground. So we really don't have to do a lot of canning or preserving. We do, because we like to make our own pickles and spicy mustards and ketchups and all kinds of things like that. You know, I'm still a chef. Even though I'm retired, I like to make those fancy things. But we have an amazing growing season. I'm gonna zoom in on this growing chart. This is the vegetable garden planting guide here from Texas A&M AgriLife Extension. I'll put a link down in the bottom. So those of you that are here in Central Texas or maybe in Zone 8, you can Google search and find any kind of the county or the state vegetable growing guide. But it's really good guide. Now, you know, I've been planting and gardening for 30 years. You just you got to kind of have a feel for when you want to put things in the ground, and you kind of know, let's wait another week. I got excited and I put 4 tomatoes in the ground, thinking, hey, if it gets a little cold at night, I'll just put a pot over it. We did. We lost 2. So lesson learned. It happens every year. We just get excited to put everything in the ground. So I'm going to go ahead and we'll zoom in on this chart and we'll talk about it here a little more in detail. All right, folks. So here we are. I just kind of want to look at the planting season from January to December, and I'll use this as a pointer. I want you to take a look here. This side and this side. We have 2 growing seasons here in Central Texas. 2 growing seasons. We can grow for 9 and even harvest the last month of November into December, depending on what the plant is. So as you can see here, the average last freeze, I would say second week of March. Rule of thumb here is March 15th, you could safely plant your plants. I kind of push the limits now and then, and I did this year and I lost a couple tomato plants. You can also see right here, the average first frost, okay? Right here. We're looking around, I would say, the end of November. We've harvested past into December. Some items on the ground, if we have a row cover, we'll start putting row covers probably around October. Last year, second week of October, it was 103 degrees. I kid you not. For those of you that live up north, it's no joke. So this is cool. This chart is really neat. It's in alphabetical order. So stuff is, starting to be planted even in January, depending on your root vegetables, your beets, cold hardy, cabbage, carrots. A lot of those cold hardy plants can be planted into January, probably February. Chard, cauliflower. We have 2 carrot seasons here. My carrots are in the ground. They went in the ground, end of February. Weather here now is warm. We had a week ago, I did a video of me standing out in the garden. It was 97 degrees. Of course, that was a rare kind of heat wave day. So kind of as rule of thumb, most of our plants are tomatoes, peppers, plants that we either purchase or go to seed. They're going to go in, again, second week of March. But we can grow everything pretty much in the spring. Potatoes are in the ground. We only do those once a year. Summer squash, it's in the ground. We've got a bunch of squash in our hugelkultur garden. Butternut, acorn, spaghetti squash. So that's in the ground. Now, harvest time obviously starts May, June, and to the end of July. That's when we really harvest. July, August, that's called the resting months. It's hotter. than heck. In the hundreds, very hot. If we don't get any rain, which we haven't had any rain, I'm kind of worried, but we'll see. We'll hope that the good Lord send us some rain. Now you'll start to see here in the fall, I'll be starting seeds on the seed rack outside, but I'll have 40% shade cover. Most of our grow table, it's going to be harvested and it's going to rest. July, August, it's going to rest. September is when we're going to start planting our fall garden. Carrots, squashes, all different kinds of other winter beans. We do snow peas. They grow really well. The southern variety right here. And pretty much peppers can continue to harvest all through the fall. Tomatoes, we can plant them a second time. I don't. We harvest all the way into July, depending on the variety of tomatoes. And we do some canning. We don't have a lot of food storage, and I'll show you guys our food shortage here in a video. We have a lot of dry goods that we save. We just like to be prepared. We have a lot of backups for backups, but this is kind of the snapshot here of the Zone 8 Central Texas grow season. So now y'all kind of understand that all year round we're harvesting pretty much fresh. I do like to can. I do like to can condiments, spicy mustard. Oh, by the way, a shout out to that 1870s Homestead, Todd and Rachel. Man, I'll tell you what, I saw a video and they made a hot banana pepper spicy mustard. That is on our list to do every year. So thanks to them. I'll put their link down below. Definitely want to watch their channel. They do a lot of fun stuff. But this is it, folks. I'll do we're doing series plantings. So I'm going to show you from start to finish. It'll be fun. It's going to take a couple months to actually release it, but I'll do short videos like this, and we'll show you here in a couple days. I'm going to go out to the garden and show you what's going on. Our tomato plants are just shooting up, looking good. Everything's looking wonderful. So appreciate y'all watching the channel. Like, subscribe, share with your friends. Hopefully this kind of helps you out, especially if you're in the South. Special thanks to our veterans, first responders. I'm a veteran. And many blessings to all of you. Take care now.